এটা বলে নিন সবাই। Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible? We start here the examination of the rape victim. Basically, the perspectives of the training is through the medical report soon after the crime. It's of high value. So as soon as the incidents happen, we have to do the medical examination of that patient. Then medical evidence, important component of that evidentiary material. Doctors can play an important role to detect the crime, institute appropriate care, and document the all evidence. Doctor can be an important link to seeking the justice. Most of the cases examined by the doctors are the incomplete and inconclusive because of the lack of the training. Even in the after the second MBBS, only referred given for the second MBBS, and then after there is so much gap, so the doctors are unable to complete the examination, and that is most of the reports are inconclusive. So that the training of the doctor is must. Incomplete and unnecessary comments in the report misused by the law enforcing agency. So even in the report, we cannot write the rape. We have to write the sexual assault. Rape is the legal term, not a medical term. And the greater element of the undergraduate medical education in the forensic medicine would be helpful, but there is a revision of this training should be in the internship or after the completion of the MBBS. Refusal for the examination. In the one case, Supreme Court said that the refusal of some government hospital doctor to conduct the medical examination of a rape victim unless it is referred to them by police would not be a proper, would ultimately lead to delay the examination of victim. There is a loss of evidence. If the government doctor is not available, then the police can request any registered medical practitioner to conduct the examination of the victim according to section 164A CRPC. The examination should be done within 24 hours of the intimation of the alleged offense. The consent of the victim is very important. Without consent, we cannot examine that lady. The examination and treatment, then examination and collection of the evidence of the sexual assault. For disclosure of the results of the medical legal examination, victim cannot be compelled even by the court. So before starting the examination, we have to take the consent. Then responsibilities of the doctor, the management of the injuries and the elements, then collection of the physical evidence to corroborate the charges of the offense, prevention and the treatment of the venereal diseases and unwanted pregnancies, and then psychological counseling. In examination, the history taking is the most important, then physical examination, then collection of the physical evidence and the specimens for the lab analysis. Then age determination is also important. The examination in private room in the presence of the female attendant only. If there is a female doctor, then there is no need of the female attendant. If the male doctor is there, then the presence of the female attendant is must, and after that examination, we have to take the signature of that female attendant also. In preliminary information, details of the victim such as the name, complete name, age, sex, and the address. Then date and time, month of the examination, name of the person accompanying her, then identification marks of the victim. 2 identification marks are required. After the name, we can take the signature of that person also. In history taking, please do not ask the questions such as used to sexual intercourse. Is there any related to the chastity? In history regarding the incidents, place and time of the occurrence, details of the act or the act alleged. Did she experience any pain at the time of the incident or subsequently? Then relative position of the parties. Did the ejaculation take place during the act, either inside the vagina or outside? Efforts taken by the victim to resist. Did she lose the consciousness at any time? Did she change the clothes, bath or wash any part of the body or clothes? Seize the alleged incidents. In past and present history of the illness, such as the epilepsy, mental illness or any other illness, has she likely suffered from the jaundice or hepatitis, last menstrual period, vaginal discharge, pregnancies, operations if any form of the contraception use? So this is the history taking. In medical examination of the victim, look for the general behavior, appearance, mental state, and any effects of the alcohol or drugs. The priority should be to save the life of that victim. Examination of the victim should be done carefully and with empathy. So this is the normal protocol of the examination. See the female attendant even is inside of that room. The examination of the clothes, never attempt at undressing the victim. Request the victim to stand on the non-contaminated white paper or platform and to undress herself to prevent the loss of the trace evidence, that blood stains, minor stains, tears, missing button, foreign materials, hair or fiber or any other material. If the wet, then air dry, then before the packing, undergarment should be packed separately from the outer cloths, packed in the proper bags and not the plastic bags. Label and seal, duly maintain the chain of the custody. See here the cloth stains with the blood. So this complete cloth should be sent to the FSL for the blood grouping and DNA analysis. In general examinations, the gloves to be worn and changed when needed. All the samples collected should be packed quickly with appropriate label and safe. The inspection of the body, is there any stains or injuries? The maximum injuries are the abrasion, contusion, or bite marks. Then we have to note down the size, shape, and the age of injuries. Record in the diagrammatic form. It should be a photograph. Then bite mark also be photographed. It can be used for the forensic odontology. Or from the saliva marks, we can diagnose for the DNA analysis. See here the injuries on the back of the victim during the assault. See here the stains on that burqa. See the injuries. All injuries should be noted down. Here for the DNA analysis and drug analysis. Drug analysis such as benzodiazepines, amphetamines, cannabis, cocaine, opiates, and barbiturates are usually used. At least 50 strands scalp hair should be collected and sent to the DNA analysis. Stains on the body such as blood, semen, saliva, mud, grease. All suspected area, collect the material. A dried stains, wet it with the sterile water or the cotton swab, washed in with the sterile water. Gentle circular motions, maximum contact, minimal pressure to be applied. Second swab, collect the remaining evidence, pack each area, swab separately and label it properly. Collections of the stains by scraping method. Foreign material picked with the forceps, label and pack separately. Nail examination, look for the broken nails during the sexual assault. Then scrapping of the material under the nail using the toothpick or any stick. Long nails can be clipped and collected, each hand separately packed. Stick also should be packed. Explain the procedure to the patient while the genital examination. Put the patient in a lithotomy position, done to assess the degree of the trauma and collect the specimens for the evidentiary purpose. Inspect the genitals and the surrounding area, thigh, lower abdomen and buttock. See if there is any injuries, signs of the trauma. Then inspect for the matting of the hair and the foreign material. Children with the grave injury and profusely bleeding victims, priority should be saving the life and be examined under the anesthesia. The evidence from the pubic hair, place a piece of the paper below the buttocks. Matted hair should be collected, cut with the scissors close to the skin and packed separately. Comb the pubic hair, loose hairs or the foreign material. Paper along with the comb folded and submitted for the analysis. Clip, cut the victim's pubic hair and pack separately with the lithotomy position. Then on internal examination, bleeding from the genital tracts, injuries or the menstruation. Inspect the introitus, reddening, bruising. Injuries common in the faucet and the fossa navicularis. The abrasions frequent on the labia minora, glass or the plastic rod with the globe at one end available in the different graduation. Pass the spherical head hymenal for the hymenal orifices. Pass the rod around the posterior surface of the hymen and pull it back. Natural notches of the intermediate hymen and tears can be appreciated. There is a redness, abrasion, bruise, swelling or the laceration. See how to do the hymen examination. The hymen is the loose, folded, elastic, thick, tough and fleshy. In this photograph, there are no injuries. In non-lubricated water moisturized or plastic speculum usually of the medium side, direct visualization by things like abrasion, bruises, laceration, rupture of the vagina can be observed. Inspect the cervix for the bruise or the laceration. This is the plastic speculum used for the examination. Sample collection, sanitary napkins or the internal tampons collected, 2 verbal swabs, intralabial folds in the aspect of the labia minora, labia majora or vestibule, 2 dry lower vaginal swabs, all walls of the vagina, 2 dry high vaginal swabs, posterior fornix and other sides, 2 cervical and 2 urethral swabs. Swabs used to be made dry and wet preparation of the slides. Minimum 4 swabs are required. Normal anatomy. In wet preparation, the roll swabs on the glass slide, 1 drop of the sterile water, cover it with the cover slip, examine immediately. In dry preparation, roll swabs on the glass slide, air dry, then pack it in a cassette. The swab do not discard, air dry and pack. 1 cervical swab from the endocervix. Vaginal wash, 2 to 10 ml of the normal saline sterile water for the vaginal washing, aspirated. Use speculum for the retain and pack any pool of the fluid that is aspirated. Motile spermatozoa vagina, 2 to 4 hours up to 100 hours. In non-motile from the endocervix, 17 days. In the presence of spermatozoa indicate the recent sexual intercourse. Sterile water lubricated with the proctoscope, 2 plain swabs, perianal area and anal canal, 1 dry and 1 wet swab. The oral swabs, if needed, the oral swabs are taken for the DNA analysis and the spermatozoa. 10 ml of saline in the gauze pad or the swab. The mouth rinsing with the 10 ml of the distilled water and collected. The blood samples, 10 ml of the blood sample in the potassium oxalate. The blood grouping, typing, DNA analysis, sexual transmitted disease detection and the pregnancy test. 2 ml of the blood for the sodium chloride for the alcohol detection and the other drug analysis. Urine sample with the sodium chloride for the toxicological screening. The For forensic odontology, the bite mark is to be used. 3D cast is prepared and matched with the assailant jaw. It is gate treat for the finger test, obsession with the intact hymen and the virginity. It is not necessary to enter into any discussion as to how far it entered. Even a slight penetration in vulva is sufficient to complete the offense. Rupture of the hymen is not necessary in sexual assault. The false charge, abscess of the spermatozoa, the Supreme Court gives the decision that the absence of the spermatozoa in a vagina or in cervix is not a conclusive proof for not being subjected to rape. In final opinion, is a mark of the resistance. Is there a struggle or is there any injuries over the body? In genital tears, spermatozoa in the vagina, positive forensic test for the blood group, semen, DNA analysis, fingerprinting of the accused. Don't write there is rape. So no one has the right to take it by the force. Thank you.